Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. 4 people have been arrested after a police pursuit and manhunt across Lake Macquarie this morning. Emergency services were called after a break-in at Lambton, with police first initiating a pursuit of a stolen car at Charlestown. Hillsborough residents were asked to stay indoors, with police dogs scouring backyards for the offenders. One suspect was earlier arrested, while 3 more were found underneath a house at Higham Road. New South Wales Transport Minister David Elliott will hold urgent talks with the tugboat company which operates at Newcastle Port after they announced they will lock their gates to employees indefinitely from Friday. Svitzer says their union employees have engaged in more than 2,000 hours of work stoppages since enterprise bargaining negotiations broke down in October, and they had no choice but to take the lockout action. Svitzer provides services to 17 ports across Australia. If the tugboats stop, it will have a major impact on coal and container ships, as well as cruise ships heading to Newcastle. Catholic teachers across the Hunter are walking off the job this morning for an hour, demanding a better wage deal. They've been negotiating with employers since February, who've offered a 6% increase over 2 years. Teachers say this won't be enough to keep up with increasing workloads and the rising cost of living. Hunter residents are being warned to be on the lookout for the signs of thunderstorm asthma, as summer brings more pollen and more wet weather. The Royal Australian College of GPs is concerned the community isn't aware of the potentially fatal respiratory risk, especially people with no history of asthma. President Karen Price says if you know you're at risk, you need to see your GP.
Make sure the asthma action plan is up to date, including for thunderstorm asthma, and to make sure they can maintain most of their activities indoors on those days, and to talk further with their doctor about making sure they can have enough prescriptions on hand and have preloaded their airways.
Transport for New South Wales has revealed work to upgrade Hillsborough Road won't start until 2025. The project involves the installation of 3 new traffic lights and the widening of Hillsborough Road between Crockett Street and the Intercity Bypass to 4 lanes. The upgrade has been on the drawing board for 10 years, and the state government is now seeking feedback from the community on the design and environmental impacts. Submissions close on December 12. Lake Macquarie Council has handed a controversial development at Cam's Wharf to the state government for consideration. A planning proposal came before council last night for the Rafferty's Resort. It involves demolishing the existing tourist park and expanding the number of permanent and holiday units, as well as erecting an 8-storey international standard hotel. The height limit will need to be raised from 8.5 metres to 36.5 metres. Nearby residents are opposed to the height increase. Samaritans is calling on Hunter residents to show their support for struggling families this Christmas. The charity is also gearing up to host its annual Christmas luncheons in Newcastle and Singleton. Appeal event manager Dana Pitcheloff says they provide families with what they need to get back on their feet this festive season.
Whether it be to donate financially through to our Christmas appeal, to volunteer for one of our very many lunches, and to even drop off some food at one of our various emergency relief centres. So please visit our website, samaritans.org.au.
2NURFM Sport.
Incoming knight Adam Elliott is enjoying his time at the new club as he enters the final stages of rehab for his pelvis. The forward was diagnosed with osteosis pubis shortly after Canberra's win over Melbourne in week 1 of the NRL finals. He says there needs to be more respect for the Knights forwards and is looking forward to joining the ranks.
I think the forward pack here is underrated. I think there's a lot of talent in it, and I want to be there sort of front and centre with the Safidi boys and Tyson Frizzell and those lads ripping in each week. I can't wait for that.
Elsewhere, the Cessnock Goannas have added former Knights Braden Musgrove and Luke Huth to their squad for the 2023 Newcastle Rugby League season. The Northern New South Wales Football Under-14 girls side has capped off the Singer Cup tournament with a 1-0 win over McCarty FC in the decider. Maitland FC's Sienna Frost took out the competition's golden boot. And Newcastle's Sam Bates will make her 100th appearance for the Sydney Thunder tonight when they take on the Melbourne Renegades. Only 24 players have reached the milestone so far, while she will become just the 10th to make it to 100 games for one club. And the winning numbers in Monday Lotto are 1, 4, 22, 39, 43 and 45, and the supplementaries are 17 and 19. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.